Hello and welcome, ladies and gentlemen, back to the feature match round two of Blank with Vayu Turbo and Tegan, aka the Yu-Gi-Oh show with Gladiator Beast. Today, I just want to talk about, or actually, before I say that, I was watching some videos on YouTube and I was watching these, how to go pro or how to go pro as a Yu-Gi-Oh player. And yeah, I just want to talk about that for a little bit and give everybody my short and quick 5 tips on how to go pro. Okay. Um, yeah. So let's get started. The first thing that you need is sleeves. As a quote unquote Yu-Gi-Oh Pro, you should have good sleeves. If you got like dirty sleeves with like um, those little like I don't know, those little gray or black little sweat dirt on your sleeves, then it's gonna make your sleeves all sticky and shit. It's bad. And look at that. Tegan runs into a GB Hunter. That's what Blank text in his side deck. If you don't know what GB Hunter does, what it does is cards cannot. I believe cards cannot swap out of the deck, or cards cannot go back in the deck, or something like that. And it's pretty much a lockdown on Gladiator Beast. Um, GB Hunter, it has a massive 2000 defense, which none of the Glider Beasts can do. The only thing that Tegan can probably do now is if he has guys or not Gazars, but if he has a Bestiar in his hand, summons it and contacts. But I think that might interfere with GB Hunter's effect, so GB Hunter might still negate that. Correct me if I'm wrong because I have not read the effect on it yet. Um, you cannot watch it GB Hunter because it's a continuous effect, but looks like Tegan gets rid of it with a Smashing Ground. I went over Tegan's deck and he does run 3 Smashing Grounds, so he does not need to worry about that. So anyways, back to going pro. White sleeves, or sleeves. Most pros, they go with the white sleeves, the white player's choice, or the white KMCs. Um, that's that's a big plus if you do have the whites. Whites look more professional. What you can always do is use reverse psychology and use like some whack ass sleeves and make your opponent think that you're just some kid who don't know how to play, or some kid that's from like locals who never win and stuff like that, but actually beat them. I've seen that done before, and I am quite impressed with that. So that's the first thing that you need: sleeves. Number two, you gotta have your own dice. Okay. Um, do it with like the new what is it? The new Yu-Gi-Oh double deck boxes. You have room to slide your dices in there. So bring yourself a dice, um, because I mean you never know, or you don't want to use other people's dices because you don't know if they wash their dices or anything like that. It's probably been touched by hundreds of other people, and that dice is probably accumulated, germs from hundreds of people, and you don't want to be touching that either. If you ask me, yes, I do wash my dices from time to time. So yeah, it's better if you have your own dice. The third thing is calculator or pen and paper, or pen or pencil and with paper. You want to keep track of your own life points. You do not want your opponent to keep track of your own life points. People will actually cheat out of that and make you lose. People will cheat and pretend that they have more life points than you. And, with that, it's like, without having a calculator, pen, and paper, it's like you're going to work and you're not keeping track of your hours, and, you won't know how much you're getting paid. And that's the bottom line. That's how it is. So, the fourth thing is a playmat. You need a playmat. It doesn't matter what kind of playmat you have, as long as it's not a spellground. I mean, people don't care how much you spend on spellground. So, as long as you have a playmat, and that's fine. Doesn't have to be new. It can be used. It's fine. And the third thing is the fifth thing is a book bag. Yeah, don't carry like some big ass book bags. A friend of mine, he had like this big ass orange book bag, and like somebody grabbed this somebody snatched his stuff, ran off, and he couldn't chase after them because he had to carry his big ass bag. So yeah, a bag. I mean, just get something small. Just get something that will fit your stuff that you currently need. So it looks like Blink is ending this duel with a Scrap Dragon by blowing the 2 cards up and attacking for game. Tegan thinks twice about shaking his hand, and it looks like Blackpink still got it. So if you like this duel, please take a second of your time to like and add this video to your favorites. Also subscribe if you haven't already done so.